How are we all doing? It's been a while since we've done anything on Confessions of a Leader. It's been probably 2 months now since any episodes have been posted. There's a couple of reasons for that. And I thought I'd just come on and explain some stuff, explain where we're going with the channel, and explain what's been going on. So, obviously, I've been back and forth Spain, so I don't really try and film when I'm out there if I'm trying to relax. But a lot going on over the last couple of months, and we've had the acquisition with Me to Help. That's now fully on board, and we're just getting into the weeds of that. We've had just been announced as the commercial director of Newport City. So I've been working with them. So I'm on the board there, try and take that football club to the next level. Is the main thing. And yeah, it's been a time of reflection and a time of really thinking about what I want as a leader, what I want from the companies I'm involved in, and what I want from the channel. I obviously, as you know, am in therapy every week. I've also been diagnosed with bipolar, which was, I don't know how I feel about it, I'll be honest. It explains a lot. It explains a lot about me and about the way my personality, the way I am. I'm still a bit reluctant because we're in discussions about medication, and I don't really agree or want it, but that doesn't mean it's not right to do. But yeah, it's a tough one to really think about where it takes us, if I'm honest, and takes me as a person. And it's given me a lot to reflect in my life, trying to get my health back on track. I'm not drinking as much. I'm not saying I'm teetotal, but I'm not drinking anywhere near as much now, and I don't really drink in the UK. I've invested in a Whoop, which really helping me track my lifestyle, my sleep, my stress, my cholesterol, my heart rate, and everything else. Taking a paddle to just give me a bit more exercise, and trying to get out in there, eating better. So it's a real reflection couple of moments at the moment as a leader. And then I've been dealing with something over the last couple of weeks where somebody out there has tried to attack my character and try and spin stuff that are not true. They're trying to undermine everything that I've worked for on false narrative is probably the best way to put it. So I'm very open and honest on this channel, and I've always been very open and honest with all clients and people I work with. Some of the businesses I've been involved in have been really successful, and some of the businesses I've started or been involved with have failed. That's the life of an entrepreneur. Do you know what I mean? And if you don't fail, you don't get better. So, but when people take that and they spin it as disingenuous, or you're not being honest, or you're not being truthful, that's where it becomes a bit more personal. I got no issue in talking to anybody about the stuff I've been involved in and failed. And I've probably been more failures than I have successes. This is the way the world goes. My marriage is one of them. My marriage failed. So I've had businesses that hasn't worked out, or I've shut down, or I've sold or left or what have you. But when someone just wants to go around and slandering you to people in the room, and then in a room or in a circle, but then won't really come and speak to you about it until it's too late because they know that's where I think I'm a bit pissed off and draw the line. And then when you do have a conversation, it's not an honest conversation. Like, if someone wants to say to me, show me your bank account, or show me this, or show me that, I'll show them. I don't, money's not the be all and end all. I don't care. Like, I try and pride myself on being a nice, genuine, honest person. And then you got people, and look, I don't mind being slandered. You make enemies, that's the way it is. But don't pretend to be my friend, and don't pretend to be not my friend, but don't pretend to be like me, or try and make conversation and then go and say bullshit. Like, be a man or woman and have a conversation. Not everybody's gonna like each other, we all gonna like each other, but when something doesn't go your way, or an announcement that's come out right now is I'm going to be the next president of BNI Celtic, which I'm quite proud of. I think I can take the chapter to the next level with the right team around me. I think, you know, picking the right team is key, but I think we can. But then, you know, I've got, you know, Newport City Football Club that we're trying to take to the next level. You know, I've got the business I'm already involved in, Apollo, Made to Help, and all the others, you know, that we were involved in. And obviously I'm about to bring the global network to Wales. So it's currently in Dubai, Birmingham, London, UAE, and we're going to launch one in Wales. So, you know, so I'm gonna have people that think you're doing too much, why are you doing that, why are you doing that, but just don't pretend to be somebody you're not. Have a fucking honest conversation. And you know, this might not be one person, apparently there's a couple of people that think the same thing. That's fine, then have a conversation. Don't go bitching behind people's backs like fucking school kids. Don't go fucking whispering in corners. Sit across the table from me or come for a walk with me and have a conversation, because everybody has haters. Everybody. Stephen Bartlett, Richard Branson, Alan Sugar, you know, they massive entrepreneurs, Elon Musk, and the haters is not the issue. The issue is trying to be nice to me and then going to bitch. That's my problem. Just don't speak. I don't need friends. I don't need to make my circle bigger. You know, I surround myself with people that make me better. So the people in my teams are people that make me better. And I was having this conversation with somebody yesterday, and I always say, if you're the smartest person in the room, right, then you're in the wrong fucking room. Because I don't want to be the smartest person in the room. I want to be like my mentor right now that I've just literally agreed to sign up with is a billionaire. I want a billionaire mentor because I want to strive to be that good, you know. So, you know, if you have an issue with someone, go and fucking speak to them, right? Don't, you know, life's too short for hate. And I don't dislike these people. I pity them. Don't dislike them. You know, I pity them because they obviously got nothing like exciting in their life that they have to start going around and talking about me and my companies and my businesses. So look, that's that. Confessions of a Leader, as in the show. We're just finalizing the podcast studio. I was working on it yesterday. We're just finalizing some guests and dates, and we're going to have some proper conversations with it. That's my plan for it. I'll still do the episodes where you can see what I'm doing, but I just felt they were getting a bit samey. Me sat in the car talking to myself, and look, I don't care if anybody watches these, but clearly people watch them because we've had a lot of people message. I've had about 25-30 messages in the last couple of weeks going, what's going on, where there's no episodes, want to keep up to date with you, what have you. So I just thought I'd jump on and give you a bit of a context. What the plan is we will bring them back. I want to try and get more behind the scenes. I want to try and get more of you seeing me, what I do in meetings and stuff, and how I do business. I was at a great event yesterday, which was Next Gen AI. Absolutely incredible. The stuff that's coming out of that is like the ideas I got, ding 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 ding, to do stuff is another level. So yeah, so please bear with us. You know, we took a little break to try and reevaluate. We're looking at it now and seeing what's the best way to do it. Is it daily? Is it weekly? Is it monthly? Is it the mini little videos like this? Is it a full-on episode of 30 minutes? Then we'll have obviously the guest part, so the guest speakers. So where we have people on, I'm going to interview them. I'm going to ask them the difficult questions and ask them stuff. So and look, most people out there want to interview loads of celebrities or well-known business owners. I'm going to interview leaders that are in the weeds, that are running their business now, just started or whatever. So that's my plan for this channel. But look, thank you for all the reaching out, the support. Sorry it's been a while, sorry I had a bit of a rant, but let's keep tuned with Confession of a Leader. Is coming next.